All right, molecular compounds worksheet. Let's go over the answers to that guy. All right, first question says, what two types of elements make up a molecular compound? It says molecular. Molecular, remember, is two non-metals. That means it's made up of two elements from up here on the periodic table. All right. Second question, two types of elements make up an ionic compound. That was the first kind we did where we had to do the crisscross method. So that's made up of an element over here, which is a metal, and an element up here that's a non-metal. So ionics are a metal and a non-metal. Moleculars are two non-metals up here. All right, now we're going to name the following compounds. First one, CF4. CF4 is carbon tetrafluoride. Carbon tetrafluoride. Now don't put a mono in front of carbon. All right, the only time we put mono is for the second element if there's one. If the first one is one, you just leave it as the name of the element. The way in which I like to remember that is, remember CO2 is carbon dioxide. It's not monocarbon dioxide. All right? So the first one here, CF4, is carbon tetrafluoride. Second one, you got N2O3. That's dinitrogen trioxide. Di-nitrogen, because there's two nitrogens. Trioxide, because there's three oxygens. Letter C, P5Br9. It's penta for 5, so pentaphosphorus. And then 9 is nana-bromide. Pentaphosphorus nana-bromide. Letter D, SiO2. Silicon, not monosilicon, just silicon. Silicon and then dioxide. Silicon dioxide, otherwise known as sand or glass. That's the actual scientific name for it. Letter E, N3I5. That's trinitrogen, because there's a 3 by the nitrogen. Trinitrogen. Pentaiodide. Penta for 5. Trinitrogen pentaiodide. Last one in this section, Se4Cl6. Tetraselenium, tetra because there's 4. And then hexachloride. All right, hexa because there's 6. And remember, you can use, again, there's a chart that's printed out in your thing that gives you the mono, di, tri. You can always use that. You don't have to memorize these prefixes. You can use that chart to know what they are. All right, now we go down to the bottom. You got to write the formula. You got carbon dioxide. So this one we're going to get for carbon dioxide. I hope you all got this one, but it's CO2. So CO2 because there's two oxygens. Letter B, tetracarbon tribromide. Tetracarbon means C4. Tribromide is Br3. So C4Br3. Letter C, pentatellurium dicoxide. Tellurium is Te, and there's 5 O, and then oxygen for oxide, and there's 10. So this is Te5O10. Now I do want to point out in this one, these ones you don't reduce. I know when we were doing ionic, we reduced stuff like Mg2O2, but these ones, I know Te5O10 seems like you should reduce that. But if you remember from biology, we had one called C6H12O6. It happens to be glucose. But we don't reduce that down and make it CH2O. Right? It is got to be C6H12O6. Same thing with these molecular ones. Molecular ones, just like that guy, they have to stay the numbers that they are. You can't reduce them. All right, last 3. Letter D, nitrogen trioxide. Nitrogen is just an N. And then we got trioxide is O3, so it's NO3. Letter E is heptacarbon octoxide. So we got carbon with 7, so that's C7, and then oxygen with 8, so O8. C7O8. And the last one, hexaphosphorus non-oxide, so it's P6O9. And that concludes this worksheet. So have a great day. We'll see ya.